recognize real. It only gets realer from here. Now, today's topic, we're going to be discussing the 7 shocking secrets of Pisces and the emotional toxicity that you may have missed. Now, I'm going to give y'all 7 Pisces secrets, plus the emotional toxicity that comes with it. We are referring to toxic traits, and we're going to have a deep psychological reason behind what I'm about to let you guys in on. Now, when it comes to number one, is the victim role reflex. See, because one thing about the toxicity is that as Pisces, like, we automatically put ourselves as the hurt one. See, that's just the position that we play. Like, even if we the ones that caused the issue, see, it hit different. Now, sometimes we forget that we were the cause of the problem at hand. So when the police get involved, 9 times out of 10, the Pisces may be confused as to why they are getting arrested. See, but it could have been the fact that you said something, you did something, but you just forgot. So we oftentimes just had a victim role. We can't help it. We oftentimes forget, and then we say, well, dang, why am I getting arrested? Why am I getting let go? And sometimes we just choose that victim role. What's going on, Misty? Welcome. Oh, it's going pretty good. Now, how are you? Now, and the thing about it, or why Pisces oftentimes picks the victim role. Now, notice that I said a reflex. This is like something that we tend to just place ourselves here. So, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because we hate conflict and we hate the shifting of the energy. See, so we tend to turn that experience into an emotional defense mechanism. See, so that way we don't have to face our mistakes, because sometimes we just don't want to admit, or we just don't want to reveal, or to bring to the surface the things that we are not found of. Okay. Oh, okay, that's what's up. You said, yeah, I'm just getting off work. Said skip me to the toilet. That's crazy. But yeah, welcome, Amy, that just came in. So the victim role reflex, like I say, this is an unfortunate situation for us Pisces, that oftentimes it's never our fault. See, it's never our fault, because some way, somehow, somebody caused something to happen. Now, believe it or not, even if we were the ones that added to something that already erupted. So in this case, there are times when Pisces is not at fault. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves. Sometimes people start to be the cause of the problem, but we just haven't given it time yet. So that person ends up lagging out, and then they eventually do something that was already predestined. So we just beat them to it. Now, when it comes to like I say, an example of the matter is the fact, like, if you put it like this, if you call a Pisces out on something 9 times out of 10, what do y'all think in the chat? What do y'all think, chat? Do you think if you call a Pisces out on something that they may have done that they're not fond of? Well, I tell you what, a Pisces will go quiet. See, that automatically puts you in the seatbelt of the victim complex, the victim hood of the whole matter. So when you go quiet, what do you tend to do? Well, as a Piscean, you may act wounded. See, it could have been what somebody said, what somebody did, and then all of a sudden, you feel bad for even bringing it up in the first place. The person will feel bad because, oh, now that they put the Pisces in the hot seat, You see, let me see, Miss said facts, people need to mind their own business. Facts. Um, how do y'all feel about conflict? I mean, as a Piscean, it's something that I feel that as Pisces we tend to avoid. We tend to want to avoid conflict at all costs because it's not only that we are introvert, but we're also extroverted. So it's not too much that a Pisces won't do when pushed. And when a Pisces gets pushed into their element, that's where they are the strongest. So if you push a Pisces, what do you think you're going to get? You're going to get an emotional reaction. But this is an emotional reaction that a lot of people, they don't know how to handle. They can't control it. See? So a Pisces ends up Pisceing, and people end up getting hurt more than the Pisces expected them to. So it's not that we are bullies by nature. It's more or less we tend to do the extreme if we were to act that energy out. So we have to cuss you out. We have to assert ourselves. We might assert ourselves in an extreme way that comes off aggressive. That might come off, you know, to the point where you burn those bridges that you didn't mean, that you didn't mean to. And that's why Pisces is hesitant and doesn't really want to put both feet in to that whole Pisces rage, or we don't want to give in to the emotion to where it consumes us and then it ends up costing us something good. See, that maybe we benefited from. Maybe we were cool with a person that, came with the benefits. But if we spaz out, then we lose the blessing, the benefit behind the cause. And then all of a sudden, the worst thing for a Pisces is to feel like the victim. See, it's almost like you don't want to say anything to rock the boat. You don't want the conflict, but then you end up manifesting it anyway. So it's like, damn, I'm damned if I do, if I'm damned if I don't. If I say something, I'm see, it's so easy to get out of that victim. I like to say the victim, it's so easy to get out of that seat because you're only the victim if you don't say anything. If you stay quiet and silent, then you are the victim, especially if someone else has brought, the drama to you. But if you you react, if you say anything, you add anything, or you question it, you're not the victim anymore. See? So that's the whole fight in itself, is that what do you think a Pisces is really fighting you for? See? And a lot of people say, well, a Pisces is a coward. A lot of people say Pisces, oh, they don't show their anger. They don't show how they feel. So a lot of times it's easy for a Pisces to say, oh, well, this person did this to me. See, because the power and manipulation of what? The power and the manipulation of what? People's emotions, they're valuable to a Pisces. So as long as I look like the victim in the situation, I win. See, because if someone else attacked me, because guess what? If a Pisces changes that narrative, and let's say it's the Pisces' fault, then there's no victimhood. There's no, oh, something happened to me. It is going to be the other way around. But here, this is how it ends. It ends in a situation that's tragic. See, you might not have the same mindset that you had before you met that Pisces. And if you do bring that conflict to a Pisces, you will not be the same afterwards. You won't. Even if you get mad, even if you snap, even if you crackle or pop, you will not be the same. And a Pisces doesn't want you to have to transform when you weren't, let's say you just didn't intend for that to happen. See, something gets altered. So that's why Pisces is like, wait a minute, I don't want to say anything. The last thing I want to do is hurt you. And we tend to hurt people without even trying. See, it could it's no. I'm gonna tell you why that is. Is because you have mastered your emotions. See, so when somebody else doesn't have self control over their emotions, see, then they don't want you to see, first off, they don't even want you to see where they're vulnerable regarding their emotions. See, but you as a Pisces, you could even see it before it even projects. See, because you will end it right then and there. So a person, like I say, they feel exposed, and the 9 times out of 10, you automatically gonna have the victim seat because it belongs to you. Because I'm gonna tell you, even if you have a pure heart, you're 1%. Even if you, I'm gonna tell you why. How many people in this world actually want to forgive voluntarily? It's probably a 5% of the world that actually forgives others. You got people that go to church that say, oh, they're church goers, they go to church every Sunday faithfully. But I guarantee you, a lot of Christians, they don't even understand that, bro, if you have unforgiveness in your heart towards your brother, your sister, your neighbor across the street, and you got that anger hidden inside you, fam, you're not going to heaven, fam. I don't care what you say. You can come on here, hey man, you ain't going to heaven because you talking about zodiac signs. Look, man, I'm talking about you. See, I know everything. I know where my sins are. I know the demons that I battle every day. But when it comes to forgiveness, I forgive. Forgiveness is when you get hurt, somebody hurts you, and no matter how they hurt you, forgiveness is saying, oh, I forgive you, and letting it go and walking away from it to where you don't bring it back up, you're not affected by it. And that's powerful. If you the type of person to forgive, that's so powerful. And that allow you to release all that tension and anger. So the reason why I said all of that is because when you do the right thing, you're going to be the victim. See, that's why a Pisces has a pure heart. See, until pushed. See, out of because the seat belongs to Pisces. The seat belongs to the victim. See, because you got to think, if something comes against you and you didn't start it, then you're the victim. Most of the time, that's what happens to Pisces. You might not have no inkling in your body to do something wrong. And then all of a sudden, you're caught in the middle of it. Your first instinct is to get out of it, is to escape. And then when your back is against the wall, it seems like you can't escape. So if you don't want to engage, then what's going to happen? You going to just let somebody put their hands on you? Just going to let somebody talk to you any kind of way? But because Pisces has compassion, Pisces is saying, I forgive you. Even though I know you finna knock me out, even though I know you finna pull your, draw your weapon, I forgive you. Because why? Karma. See, Pisces is a karmic sign, so you you best believe if you hurt that, if you draw your weapon, you might get popped the next day. Some bad gonna happen to you to where that karma is gonna be instant. That's why I tell people, if you see you walking down the street, next you know you bump into a Pisces, be careful. See, because your time might be up. A cycle that you've been running around doing, that you thought was never gonna stop. You meet that Pisces on the bus stop, that might be your last breath. See, is either the Pisces gonna heal you or be the executioner, off with his head. See, I'm telling you, because a Pisces gonna once they just a Pisces just lingering around you, sitting near you, all that's you gonna start feeling like something has came over you. See, you're gonna feel exposed. You're gonna feel like you have met your reflection. See, you're gonna say, well, damn, why am I feeling like this? Okay, oh, why don't you ask that brother in front of you? Why don't you ask that sister behind you? Was a zodiac sign? Oh, that's a Pisces. What? See, God dog it, I knew it. Something was making me feel some type of way. You ain't got to do nothing, Pisces. People automatically just come for you. See, just come for you, and that's why you always feel like, damn, what is the point of engaging? Either it doesn't matter. You gotta get rid of that thinking because you ain't got to do nothing. Somebody gonna show up and show out, and hey, I'm gonna tell you why that is, because you're being tested. See, when you master your emotions, you're gonna be tested. You're gonna be challenged to see, oh, it's gonna come around again and test you again and say, hey, let's see how strong you are in this area. See, as soon as you try to defend yourself, you already lost. See, because why? Gotta stay quiet. Because remember, I said you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. It's better not to say nothing at all. Because even if you add something on there that sounds good, you still lost. No reaction. No reaction wins 100%. You ain't got to say you got a big bro. You ain't got to say what, hey, I don't want no issues. Just don't say nothing. Because as long as you do that, then that has, hey, you've already achieved 100% self-control. No matter if somebody's screaming in your face, acting like they're gonna, do something, you're gonna, whatever it may be, self-control. Now, we're gonna go off to the next one. I'm gonna tell you guys too, it's not good to call people out. It's not good. Some people may feel like, oh, it's time to call out such and such. I had enough. Remember I said, if you react, you lost. See? So and I'm gonna tell you why, because Pisces has that has that bad. We like to call people out because it kind of like irks us to where we sit there and we watch someone and we may feel like, our intuition may tell us things through experiences with that person. We just come up with an analyst where we're like, hey, it's enough is enough. I'm tired of this person. But I just want to tell you to hold your horses, because it's not time yet. See, sometimes you want to eat that pizza and hey, it's not fully cooked. See, you gotta wait, because it's toxic. When you try to do something quick, instant, you want to call that person out on your time, it never works, because it's toxic. See, it twists the accountability. It makes the other person walk on eggshells, because I'm gonna call them out. I'm gonna say this. See, then that person don't know what to do. So you may assume that, oh, this person, hey, by the way they reacted, but it's like, hey, you didn't give them any time. You didn't give it time to actually process through. Now, what are you doing? Are you fighting for the victim seat? At that point, see, you can't. This is what I mean. Like, you can't go start some shit, then try to, oh, hear me run to that. You run into the victim seat like, hey, 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 I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Hey, I didn't do nothing. Woo. But you called that person out. See, you started it. See, it's like certain rules. It's like playing that old school game, Minesweeper. It's like, as soon as you don't know where where the traps are, it's like as soon as you say something, you've already started. And all the odds are against you because you started it. See, I don't believe in calling people out. What you have to know is karma will do that. See, you don't have to seek revenge. Karma will come. You just have to wait. See, and you will hear about it. You might be walking, next thing you know, one of your coworkers calls you, emails you, and say, hey, you heard what happened to Craig? Oh man, they walked him out. Something whoop-de-woo. And you might be like, you saw everything he was doing in that, and you like, dang, that's crazy. But then you like, it's really not crazy. We can't be surprised about it. He had that coming. See? It's just, that's the best way to deal with things in life, because if you hoping and wishing that something bad happened to somebody very soon, then what you're doing is you're projecting unforgiveness. See, and then that same stuff that you wish would happen to someone else, it happens to you. See, so you got to be careful with this. Now, the next thing is secret number 2 that I have is emotional disappearing acts. Okay, now this is very toxic for us Pisces because we do this. We ghost, we retreat, we have the whole escape. It's like a dime a dozens. See, we love to escape. We do not like to be present when ish happens. We like to be out of there. See, it's like somebody's about to get, it's like when you was a kid and you knew somebody was going to get a whooping for doing something wrong. A lot of Pisces will say, I'm about to leave. I'm about to I'm about to get up out of here. I'm not going to be around to serve any punishment or be questioned at all. See? Now, why is this toxic? Because when you try to go into isolation, what are you doing? You're trying to avoid solving the problem. See? It's better for you to just face the problem head on. Hey, if you get hey, put it like this, if you was a kid, you might as well go and take that ass whooping on the chin. You can't be afraid of conflict. Remember I said if it happens, it happens. You're not looking for it, but whatever comes from it, it just happened. But at least you solved the problem. At least you understood and got to the bottom of the situation to where you actually know what someone else is maybe dissatisfied about or what they're complaining about. It's like, well, I know what the problem is. See, it's better to do that because otherwise, when you run and you escape without talking to the person, it's toxic. See, you may think that I'm avoiding conflict because I'm just avoiding the whole situation. I'm getting out of this. I'm getting myself out of there. But then what you're really doing is you're overstimulating yourself. You're overwhelming yourself emotionally, and then you become hurt and confused. See, and now you won't talk to nobody. See how you self-inflict, and that's why this is why I'm doing this live is because people oftentimes get in a relationship with a Pisces and they like, oh, why did this Pisces just up and leave? Like, why would this Pisces just leave me and didn't tell me anything? See, and they may feel like, oh, that wasn't fair for that Pisces to do that. See, but a lot of times Pisces just has this sometimes Pisces gets anxious. Sometimes Pisces may feel like you're already in trouble, even before questions are asked, before the problem is solved. You feel like you're gonna be at fault. That's you choosing to be the victim. See, the victim. Think of this. You know how leaders have their thrones, right? And when you look if you were to look at a Pisces sitting on his throne, what would be the template or the headstone on that on that throne? What would it say? The only victim. The only victim throne. See, nobody gets that seat. See, it belongs to Pisces. So even when Pisces is in trouble, it's almost like Thor's hammer. Pisces just transcends and just like lightning jumps in that victim seat. It's not but I'm gonna tell you what is so powerful and strong. Even if that Pisces did do something wrong, Pisces is the number one influencer out of all the zodiac signs. Is the ultimate lawyer. If you got a Pisces lawyer going, man, fighting for you, you're gonna win that case. Because even if a Pisces is at fault, Pisces can influence and convince you like no other. See? And that's dangerous. See? Because why? Fighting for that throne, fighting for that victim seat. See? And a lot of times Pisces does know exactly what to say to defend their argument. But you got to understand that that situation might not have no relevance to what just happened. But the Pisces knows that if I say this and it actually did happen, then hey, I could just go ahead and win this case. But hey, it's a secret that it was my fault. See, these are the secrets that I'm telling you guys of in this life. Anything that a Pisces don't own up to is a secret to themselves. Nobody else's business. See, so if a Pisces lied, a Pisces says something, it's a secret. You will never find out. You will never know. See, but I'm just letting you guys know it's toxic. See, now another thing is an example of this. Like I say, if you have an argument with a Pisces, in the chat, what y'all think? If in the comments, I meant to say, you have an argument with a Pisces, what do you think a Pisces is gonna do? See, because we have master silence. It's way beyond what a silent treatment could ever be. Because one argument, us Pisces, we gonna vanish for days. You will not find a Pisces. We'll be somewhere underground like Bin Laden. See, hiding. See, until we realize, okay, we'll let time pass by, but we'll vanish for days. You will not find us. You will not hear from us. We'll be MIA. See, like the CIA. Now, we won't answer texts. Nope. See, but this is all I'm trying to, and I'm not cutting down on us Pisces. Why? I'm trying to get you to understand yourself better. See, because sometimes when a Pisces tells a story about what happened, it's always in the Pisces version. It's always in their own way of, what they felt happened. See, but that might not be what actually happened. It's like a Pisces has their own way how they put it together. And it's like, it is what it is. But Pisces, that tells you something. Pisces are great manifestors. Because a Pisces can believe that they were innocent when they act. Hey, reality, listen, because listen, when you look at reality, everything is some okay, everything you can actually see, touch, taste, smell. So you use more of your senses. You use more of your five senses to navigate the earth. See? So when we look at integrity, which that could be related to reality, what is it? What is its value? See? Because if you notice, people are more loyal, honest to the people that they want to be around, the people that they like. So it's conditional. So it turns into a choice when to be honest and when not to be, depending on how you feel. See? So, hey, if you look at it in this different lens, a lot of times no one cares. No one cares if you're honest or dishonest. No one cares. That's just how the world operates. Because think about it. If everybody was honest, there wouldn't be no confusion. There wouldn't be no, oh, you got to figure it out for yourself. See? And it is, I like to say it's a Game of Thrones. Now, the toxic thing is that a Pisces in a situation like this will act like they not, hey, like they don't, like they never existed in the situation. See? It's cold blooded. Because a Pisces will actually know that they existed in that situation. But nobody knows. Did you see them? See, that it goes off into your five senses. Did you see that Pisces present when the situation happened? And if the answer is no, you can't prove it. And Pisces knows that. See, did you see me? Did you see me take Billy Bob's coffee? Did you see it? No. Hmm. Well, my word against yours. See? So it's toxic, yes. But here's the thing. A Pisces can get overwhelmed even if they behave like this. See? And you may think that they're getting overwhelmed by the situation. No, they're getting overwhelmed because of the whole toxic thing of ignoring, not answering the text, not answering the calls, all the whole sequence of events that happen from not facing the conflict. See? So what do you end up doing? You end up creating your own conflict. It's cold-blooded. See, Pisces doesn't mind creating their own conflict. See, they just don't want to have nothing to do with your conflict. See that? It's a difference. It hit different. Cold-blooded. See? Because anything a Pisces start, best believe they'll finish it. Because the ending of the cycle and what happens once one cycle ends, a new beginning. See? Off with the old, in with the new. So a lot of times Pisces understands this, and this is why Pisces, they remain silent. See? This is why they ghost. See? Because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what the shark is doing. And I'm going to tell you a secret. You don't even see the shark. You don't even know what you're up against. And this is why people underestimate. I'm going to do a video about that. People underestimate Pisces. And I'm going to tell you guys what happens because of it. Because that's the one you got to watch. You got to watch the one that's not saying nothing, that's not giving you no movement. See? A Pisces can give you no movement because you don't see their moves. See? You don't even know that they're making moves under your nose, and you have no idea what they're doing behind the scenes. Because everything is what's tied into the secrets, the things that you can't see, the subconscious, the 12th house, underwater. See? Everything is happening underwater. You don't see none of the action that's happening underwater. You just so focused on what's in front of you, you don't even think to look down, see? Or to swim. Or to what? Put your head in the water and actually see what's going on, because that's the secret of a Pisces. Now I know a lot of people want to say, "Oh man, now you telling all the secrets of a Pisces, man." But I'm just trying to get y'all to understand yourselves better, so that way you don't, you know, you don't question yourself and say, "Why do I do that?" Or "Why do I behave this way?" Or "Why do people say that I don't, communicate?" And the thing is, a Pisces does communicate. It's just a Pisces communicates how they want to communicate. You don't understand them, you will never understand them. See, now, and hell, they might not want you to anyway. Now, the next thing I have is secret number 3 is spiritual manipulation through sadness. See, it's cold-blooded. See that, and I'm gonna tell you why is this toxic, because us Pisces, we could use sadness as a power. See, because we know the effect that it has on others. Because a lot of times people become silent because they simply do not want to feel what you feel, Pisces. And you know that, Pisces. And this is why you do this. When you do it, you know why you do this, because it's manipulation. You know how to make someone care. This is way beyond what a Cancer could do now. See, you know how to be sad. You know how to put that face on, that depressed, help me type of face. And you know that it's certain type of people that don't, they can't. It's almost like they become disarmed when you have that sadness thing going on. See, now In order not to fall for this, you might have to have a degree in psychology. Because I'm telling you, you will never know. You can't tell. Pisces can look like it. They can look like the type of person that's going through some stuff. But here's the thing. The thing is, that's the illusion that the Pisces wants you to see. See, they want you to feel. Now, it's a whole difference between a water sign and an air sign and a fire sign of how they project, how they show you, manipulation. Because when it comes to Pisces, it's all about the emotions. See, and they know how to manipulate the emotion. Now, going back to sadness. See, a Pisces can use sadness as a power tool. It's cold-blooded. What kind of tools do you Pisces out there have? You got the mechanic tools, but hey, when it comes to us Pisces, we have an emotional toolbox. Yes. So we might have to pull that drill or that monkey wrench out, to maybe take off an oil filter here and there, but it's not the type of oil filter that you think it is. It's more related to the emotions. Now, when it comes to Pisces doing this now, chat, do you think it's intentional? No, it's not intentional. See, because Pisces does this without even realizing it. It's cold-blooded. That's why I tell you, Pisces can hurt you in a way that you've never been hurt. You can be one. See, a Pisces will show you. I'm gonna tell you, you might think you got it all to put together. You might think you the toughest mother ever that ever that walked the earth until you meet a Pisces. Pisces can hurt you where can wound you in such a way that you would find out, well, damn, I didn't know that I was actually aching here. Or I didn't know I had weakness here. And I didn't know that, hey, I wasn't as strong or confident in this area as I thought I was. See, because nothing hides from the cosmic mirror. Can't hide. You're looking in the mirror. Everything about you that you hate about, everything that you hate about yourself shows up. See, it's never tardy. So, hey, your shadow shows up before you even think about it. Then you like, wait a minute. This Pisces actually makes me feel like shit. This Pisces makes me feel like shit because I don't want. Wait a minute. Does this Pisces know about what happened 2 years ago to me? Oh, does this Pisces know the deep dirty laundry secrets to my life? Does he see that? Does he know that? Because he's looking at me as though he knows it already. That's why people tell you, Pisces, all their business, all the gunk and all the stories about how they did things. And you like, does this person think that we're cool? Like we're just tight to where they just too comfortable telling me these things? Why am I hearing that you slept with your wife's daughter? Why am I hearing that? I didn't ask for it. It just falls in my lap because you can't hide around. A Pisces will always mirror in like a vacuum, like a magnet, but it's more like a sponge. Pisces will absorb your energy through alchemy. Would absorb your energy to where Pisces will pick up on something that you did when you were 13 years old, 10 years old. And guess what? Guess what a Pisces will pick up on? Your secrets. You know why? The 12th house. It exposes what? The subconscious. It's cold-blooded. See, Pisces will make you talk about those secrets. The shit that you didn't tell nobody, the stuff that you thought that you were going to go to the grave with. You cheated on your wife. You're going to tell that Pisces that. And the whole experience will happen from start to finish. See? Why is that though? Why is that? Because Pisces is the healer and the executioner. See? Oh, there's gonna be some accountability, baby. Yes, it's gonna be some accountability. If you don't hear from the judge slamming the hammer down and convicting you to a prison sentence, then guess what? A Pisces is going to tell you you were wrong. What? You slept with your wife's daughter? How disgusting is that? And guess what? Your karma is going to hit. Because even if you haven't went before a judge about it, even if you haven't been criminalized for it, guess what? Your soul will be. See? You would even probably turn yourself in for something you've done that you should have went to jail for. See? Why is that? Because Pisces, what? When it comes to 12th house, what does it rule? The prisons. See? Time for you to sit down and think about yourself and your life and those things that you did that were wrong. See? But it's not to make you feel bad. It's to make you heal. See? That's how it is. Now, here's the thing. No criminal acts or anything that's wrong slides by without what? Without a punishment. So even if you say, well, I don't give a damn. I'm a be this hardcore thug that I think I am, and hey, I'm gonna sleep with whoever I want to sleep with. And I'm gonna still tell this Pisces what I did. Man, don't do that because your karma, see, your karma is listening. It's paying attention and keeping score. Now, when it comes to why is this toxic, okay? It's because sometimes people now going back to when Pisces walks around with this with the whole using the power tool of sadness. This is I'm gonna tell you why does it manipulate? Why is it manipulative? Why does it manipulate others? And why is it toxic? It's because people think that Pisces abandoned them, see, or that they don't care. See. Now, when it come wait, no. So wait a minute, guys. I got ahead of myself. Now, um, okay, so that when I said abandoned don't care, okay, that was for the other one. My bad, y'all. It's been a long day. I had to work, blah, blah, blah. But hey, getting back, the sadness. Now I'm gonna tell y'all why is it toxic regarding the sadness, using the power of the emotion of sadness, basically to manipulate. I'm gonna tell you guys. See, people don't realize how strong the emotional energy is. See, and then sadness is a very strong emotional energy. One person, hey, walks in a room that's sad can have an effect on 20 people, 30 people, 100 people in this environment. Somebody sad walks in the door at work, everybody feels it. See, that's just how strong it is. Now, that silence tied to that sadness, it hits different. See, and on top of that, what do you think that it does? It controls the room. See, a Pisces is always in control. And I'm not saying of everything. I'm saying it's always in control of their emotions. See, and if you had whoever has control of their emotions controls the room. Because a Pisces knows when to show those emotions, when they want to know something. See, they know exactly how to turn it on, turn it off. Because a Pisces, what? They will detach if they don't want to face the conflict. So either way, the victim throne is always there. See, they could pick and choose inadvertently. So it's like, hey, I could start something and then not start it. But then, hey, I could vice versa, see? And a lot of people, that's people forget that we what? Are dual sign, see? Duality. That's why this is happening. When someone can do two things at once, a Pisces can end something and start something at the same damn time. That's why Scorpio can't fuck with Pisces. Because Scorpio, as soon as the Pisces is sad, Scorpio thinks that they think they did something. Because they see that Pisces crying, shedding tears. But then Scorpios, like, they let their guard down, see? They put their weapon on the table. They unload their weapon. And they're like, oh, Pisces? Oh, are you wounded? They're like, oh, are you wounded? They'll go check on you, because what does Scorpio do? Once they inflict pain, they probe. See? They try to go and get closer to you and see. They want to see what kind of effect that they had on you or the situation. See? That's a big no-no, though, because why? You can't get that close to a Pisces wearing a mask in the first place. Why? Because that illusion is so strong. When you think that Pisces is weak, that shark is going to eat your ass. That shark is going to show you that I was never weak. I pretended like I was weak. See? Because you just what? You fell for a loop. You went through that portal, didn't even know what was on the other side. And then when you see how strong that Pisces is, it will take you by surprise. It will take you by surprise. And you will feel so damn stupid for even trying that Pisces and not knowing that a Pisces, see, the secret is Pisces is doing two things at once. See, they say you can't talk and chew bubblegum at the same time. A Pisces can. A Pisces can sleep with your girl behind your back and still be your friend at the same damn time, doing friendly things, helping you move, cooking, cleaning, and then behind your back, the secret is they sleeping with your girlfriend. That's cold-blooded. Because how could you be so nice and so compassionate and doing all these nice things, but then you doing me dirty at the same damn time? That's how Pisces are. And then as soon as you try to bust them down and catch them red-handed, you end up getting burned. See? Because the past lives. You get burned because you deserved it. I'm only doing to you what karma has brought me to do because I'm a karmic sign. So yeah, on the surface, realistically, it looks like I cheated and hey, slept with your wife or your girlfriend, right? And then you might say it's my fault. But remember, the victim throne belongs to me. So this might be something you always have done to others. So the cycle never repeats itself. See? Now you meet this Pisces and he's all doing a very compassionate and friendly and, showing you the world, but then he's doing you dirty at the same damn time because it's your karma. And you didn't know it was going to come through the Pisces. It's cold-blooded. Don't fall for how Pisces look. Oh, he wears that purple hoodie every time on all his videos and lives. That might be factual. Facts, right? Yeah. That's what you see, though. But what am I wearing off camera? You don't know. See? And I'm not showing you that. I'm not showing you what I'm doing off camera. See? See how your mind start thinking, well, wait, what does he wear off the camera? I'm sure you will want to know. See? So you can never assume. Because the illusion could be, oh, he's a bum. Oh, he's homeless. Oh, he doesn't this. He lives in this car. What if I want you to think that? It's cold-blooded. See? It's cold. You can never pin down a Pisces. I don't give a damn how much. You might say, I know this Pisces. I've been knowing him for 12 years. It doesn't matter. He wouldn't hurt a fly. He never had a fight. It doesn't matter. People looked at Bin Laden like he was a chump. They looked at Bin Laden like, oh, this guy just a regular old whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, right? They didn't know that he would actually do what the terrorist attack. They didn't know he was gonna do that. He caught them by surprise. September 11th. He was behind that. See? And people don't see when Pisces shows their power. Oh, you can't even comprehend it. Because you know why? You don't believe it. You don't believe it's actually happening when it happens. So you still in questioning it, and the Pisces has already struck already. See? The Pisces started letting off bombs, and then next thing you know, you're sitting there like, wait a minute, who's doing this? Hey, we're getting attacked, but hey, who's throwing the bomb? Who's setting off the bombs? And everybody, they don't even believe Pisces they'll never think it was the Pisces. Because Pisces has the victim throne. So Pisces really, if you really did something, Pisces, you know how many people will say you didn't do it? Because you will never get any credit. If you go and knock out how many times has Floyd Mayweather beat so many different opponents? And people say, oh, it's rigged. Oh, he got paid. He never gets the credit. He's always considered a victim. See? Oh, he didn't beat Pacquiao. Oh, that was rigged. Oh, that wasn't even a fight. They don't want to give Floyd any credit. See? So that's just an example. Because people don't want to say, oh, yeah, you're undefeated. You never lost a fight. They don't believe that. See? Because they think that, Steve Jobs didn't make the iPhone. Okay. So what did he make then? They don't want to give him credit. Because you make something so good or you do something so well, people say, oh, they're going to hate on it. That's why I tell people, you will never understand a Pisces until it's like, whatever you do as a Pisces, it gets overlooked. See? And it's almost, that's why you have to give your own self, love and a pat on the back, because you can't expect someone else to. Now, the next thing I have is, okay, so when you play, I ain't gonna say play, but when you use the spiritual manipulation, sad as with sadness as a tactic, what tends to happen is you can make other people feel guilty. See, remember I said guilt and shame are like the worst two feelings. So oftentimes people will feel guilty around you, Pisces, where they'll feel bad and they'll start doing things for you. And then on top of that, sometimes Pisces, you may start to feel like this person, hey, becomes clingy. They start chasing you. All of a sudden they start following you, and you can't break loose because you started it with that sadness. See, sadness attracts you. I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to when you put on sadness, you will start meeting people. You will start having all type of friends. People will start giving you stuff, and you don't know why, but you should know why, because you started it. You started acting sad. When you walk in the room, like I say, it is so strong, it has an effect on everybody. See, people want to know, why are you sad? People respond to emotions like no other. It's like a magnet. If you make a YouTube video and you put a sad face on one of your thumbnails, more more people are likely to click on it just because they want to know, why does he look like that? It's cold-blooded. See, your mouth hanging open and tears coming down your eyes. People gonna click on that because they want to know. That's how strong the emotional energy is, because it absorbs. See, the only people that are not affected by people's emotions are Pisces. It's cold-blooded because Pisces sees the deception and ends it immediately. Pisces doesn't fall for the mask. See, a lot of times Pisces questions people's motives and intentions because it's what you can't see. So you can introduce yourself, but Pisces always feels like there's more, like there's something, like a locked door. And it's like Pisces is like, oh, I know there's some secrets, some information that I don't know about this person, but hey, it's only time will tell, and this person will break down eventually and tell me, we'll see how nice Joey is, like the new kid on the block. Because Pisces always favors the underdog. And even the person acting all, nice and confident and acting like they got it all well put together, a Pisces is questioning it the whole time. See, because the more nice you are and trying to come off like you got it all, figured out, or everything, a Pisces knows that, oh, that's just a front. See, because you're trying to convince me to think that you are this way, but you're not acting normal. See, you're not letting things happen naturally. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys why the sadness situation is toxic is because it becomes emotional leverage. See, you start to have the upper hand in a situation when you use it instead of communication. It's cold-blooded. See, because Pisces can show you. This is why Pisces rules the illusions. Pisces will show you the sadness, but won't communicate why. Won't communicate why they are looking like that. Why, what happened? They won't tell you because it's done on purpose. See? Now, I'm not ignoring you guys. I just try to make sure I cover everything before I forget, because that's why I actually have to write my notes down. Otherwise, I lose trail of thought and I don't want to start rambling. So that's why I got my notes and everything. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so yeah, that's why they say, yeah, Misty, you right. That's why they be saying like we slippery, because we and shout out to my 222. So like, and don't forget to smash that like button. But like, the thing about it, why we could be slippery is because a Pisces knows when to hold them and when to fold them. See, like a Pisces can hear and see your emotions. Remember I said the energy shifts. See, a Pisces can feel if you're not feeling them. See, then they know how to draw the illusion that sucks you right back in. See, so it's like, no matter if you come at a Pisces, the last thing you want to do is show your emotions. If you show a Pisces your emotions, you've already lost. You will not win. You will not win, because if Pisces sees Pisces sees the emotions as energy. You know what a Pisces gonna do to you if you are emotional? They're gonna absorb all that energy out of you. They're gonna drain you. See, because Pisces is like the cup. See, it's formless. So whatever you pour into it, it collects. See? So all of a sudden, let's say you're an air sign. Now, this is powerful. if you're an air sign, what you think gonna happen to you when you come around a Pisces? See, Pisces gonna use alchemy and say, hey, what is all this air? I can't breathe. Oh, I can't breathe. So Pisces gonna suck all that air in, that contaminated air, and all of a sudden Pisces gonna take all that water through his dehumidifier and dump that shit in. Hey, it's gonna separate the dirty, empty that water out. See, and all take that. It's gonna change the environment so everybody can breathe. See, so everybody can breathe better. So it's only for the greater cause, of which why Pisces gets rid of it. See, so anything in the atmosphere or anything going on in this environment, Pisces is going to get rid of it without even trying. That's why you attract enemies. This is why you attract people with huge egos, because you're going to dissolve all that. Nobody has any boundaries when they are around you. You dissolve all boundaries. So this is why people might say, hey, why are you talking to my wife? Hey, man, that's my girl, man. Watch out. Because you connected to everything, Pisces. You connected to everything. Just like everything bagels. You could throw anything on it and use it. But I'm not funny. I'm not a comedian, so hey, my jokes probably are way, way, way dry. But hey, it is what it is. But you absorb everything. So even if you talk it, see you. What I mean by dissolving all boundaries is like there's boundaries all around you, Pisces. But you help yourself to everything like it was a buffet. See? So when you are out and about, you connect with everything and everyone. So you could walk out of your car and go to a front door, and it could be a man and his girlfriend walking right beside you, and you might say, hello, how y'all doing? Oh, we doing all right. And then all of a sudden you start having a conversation with his girlfriend. Like you guys just shooting the shits and small talking and saying, hey, yeah, the weather is pretty cold out. Yeah, 10 degrees. Yeah. I see you got them boots on. And the Pisces would just start talking to you. Because one thing about Pisces that they don't get credit for is Pisces are very confident. Not overconfident, but Pisces are very, very confident. I'm going to tell you how and why. A Pisces will approach because there's no boundaries. A Pisces will approach you. You could be a female walking in the grocery store shopping, whoopty 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 woo. A carton of eggs, $4.99. Oh, here's the organic ones. A Pisces might be like, hey, oh, you dropped something, because they just wanted to see your big booty. And then they might say, oh, you dropped something. Oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, my name's such and such. All of a sudden, the Pisces might, have a good old conversation, but he approached. A lot of men won't do that. So what does that mean? There's no boundaries. There was nothing stopping that Pisces from saying something to you. Because a Pisces is connected to everything. So this is why a Pisces might be just, might help themselves, like a buffet, help themselves to holding a conversation with your girlfriend. And you don't like it because, hey man, that's my girl. What you talking to my girl for? The Pisces like, man, look, man. Hey, this is what I do. Can't get mad at me because she chose. No, I'm just playing. But a Pisces will do that. They will approach. See, a Pisces can do something that you may feel like is yours. See, if Pisces come over your house, they might do something that you don't like because you have boundaries. Hey, man, take your shoes off when you come in my house, man. You can't be walking around. And then, see, because a Pisces is the victim. It's going to always be somebody that's going to be complaining about you, Pisces. because you are the victim in every situation. It's always your fault. It's always something you doing that's not conforming with the environment because you, Pisces, you control it. See, you have power struggles with people because they simply can't control you. They say, hey man, don't wear your shoes in my house, man. You gotta take your shoes off the front door. I don't want to track all that dirt from outside in the inside of my house, right? So you know what a Pisces might do? This time a Pisces might wear a certain type of footwear that's more like a Croc sandal or hey, just some beach sandals, but they're not shoes. And a Pisces might then take their sandals off. And then you say, hey man, don't walk around my house with them shoes on. The Pisces will correct you and say these are not shoes. These are Louis Vuitton Louis Vuitton sandals, beach sandals. And a Pisces is like, this is what a Pisces would do, dissolve boundaries. So you might be in an argument and just hate this Pisces because you can't control them. See? And then as soon as you try to control them, guess what? You've already lost. Because you're going to have your emotions are going to be on the forefront. What are your emotions going to do? They're going to get absorbed. Because a Pisces, you can argue with a Pisces till you blue in the face. And then all of a sudden you like, you man, you know what? F you, man. I don't even want to talk no more, whatever. Then a Pisces is like, oh, okay, you done, man? Oh, man, shut up. You know, y'all going back and forth. And then a Pisces is like, once they absorb all your emotion, what do you think is going to happen? The Pisces is going to have your anger, your temperament downloaded. See, if a Pisces take all your frustrations and all your anger, Pisces is going to show you who you thought you was. See, and they always show you a better version of it. See, and then you start feeling empty, and you feel as though something have taken over you. You start feeling like a peon, and you might start feeling less than. And all of a sudden, that was your alter ego that you was wearing the whole time. Now Pisces has shown you the true reality of your situation. See, because you was never that. You was never this person that you wanted to be. To others, you wanted to look like you was tough, but that was your alter ego. What do you think is gonna happen to your alter ego? Your alter ego is a boundary that you placed to avoid certain things. See, to not be challenged for what? So you couldn't hide behind that. So what do you think gonna happen when you're around a Pisces? You're not gonna be able to hide anyway. See, because anything you're avoiding, it's gonna come to the forefront. And you notice that everything that gets dissolved, what happens? Once the boundaries get dissolved, then there's exposure. Then everything comes to the Pisces. Pisces has access to it, like they own it. That's why people hate Pisces, because of how they walk into a situation like it's theirs. Oh, this man just got the job. Now he acting like he the boss. Then he walk in, he don't say nothing. He just punch in, do his work, and go home. I don't like dude. I don't like her. See, people want to control you, Pisces. They want to control. They want to control how you feel when you at that job. It's cold blooded. You can't feel how you want to feel. That's so strange. You can't feel how you want to feel. So if you feel good, you cannot be. Some people don't want you to feel like that. They want to control how you feel. They want to make you miserable on your job. So you do not want to do this type of game with a Pisces, though. Because Pisces, once they see you trying to make them feel something that they don't feel, then what is Pisces gonna do? Draw the illusion. See? Pisces gonna say, "Oh, you don't want me to be happy? Oh, then why? Then I'm just gonna come to work sad." See? And just always be down in the dumps. Because I still have an effect on you. See? Because now I can control your emotion and how you think of me. So you might be happy thinking I'm sad. So now I know to always have a frown and not a smile around you. Because now I know how to control you now. See? It's cold-blooded. Now the next one is the next one I have is love bombing. See, love bombing. It's now I'm telling y'all all the secrets, man. But hey, secret, this is the next one. Love bombing, then pulling back. It's cold-blooded. See, this is very toxic, and a lot of us Pisces, we do this, okay? So how does this look, you guys? See, a Pisces can give you huge energy. I'm talking about, hey, heal you in such a way that you've never been healed before. They can make your day. You could be having a shitty ass day. You know, you meet a Pisces and they can give you all this love bombing and pump you up and make you feel alive again. And then all of a sudden, they could pull away. See? They could pull away just at the opportune time when the reality hits. It's cold-blooded. It's like a Pisces can show you the sun and you could just feel it and just, sit in it, stretch out in it. And then all of a sudden, it's like as soon as things were warming up, the Pisces just end up taking the sun away out the sky. And just it's the energy shift. All of a sudden it's freezing cold, it's raining, it's storming now. See? You like, wait a minute. It was just sunny. I was just feeling good. Now, what the hell is going on? That's how a Pisces would do you. Now, why is this? Why would a Pisces do this? Why is this happening? Why does a Pisces love bomb then pull back? See, it's because they fall for the fantasy. See? And this is what people do. They fall for the fantasy, and Pisces knows it. Because people get love bombed. They fantasize because everybody wants that. See, when a Pisces shows you all that lovey-dovey just attention, everybody wants it. Everybody craves it. Everybody wish that would be a thing for them. The problem is a lot of people don't want the real relationship. See, and Pisces knows this. They want that energy, but they don't want the relationship with you. See? So a lot of times love bombing and pulling back is why Pisces pulls back after showing you so much attention because you don't want a relationship. See? You don't want a relationship with them. So Pisces is like, why should I even bother? Why should I even say anything else? Because you just fantasizing and and being romanticizing about how I make you feel. So this is why people get mad at Pisces and they like, wait a minute, you was all lovey-dovey and I fell in love with the excited you, and now you acting different. I don't like it. See? Well, hey, if you didn't want to merge with me and get a relationship going where it actually means something, then if there's no real connection, then I'm pulling back. So that's secret number 4. Now, I'm going to tell you how is this toxic, okay? Okay, so an example of Pisces love bombing you and then pulling back would be a Pisces might tell you, "Oh, you my soulmate." Now, how many of y'all would, hey, if a Pisces say that to you, How would that make you feel? See, in the comments. Now, 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later, that same Pisces that said, "Oh, you my soulmate," says, "I don't know how I feel anymore." See, now you lost for words. Now you saying, "Wait a minute, what you mean? What you mean I don't know how I feel anymore?" See? So, hey, here's different. Now, we got to ask ourselves, why is this toxic? It's because the other person gets emotional whiplash. See? You see how strong the emotions are? When they are not mastered, they get out of control. Your emotions can have you thinking more than what a situation really is. If not careful, you could be like, "Oh man, this person, I had a blast. I had a good time with whoop-de-woo or so and so," based off the way they made you feel. You went to the car lot and bought that car because that salesman made you feel so good. But you were just fantasizing how that person made you feel. But the truth is, you just got emotional. See, you got emotional whiplash because your emotions opened up because you thought that, hey, that you had something that you never had experienced before. And for that 1 second, your emotions, you opened it up like a damn front door of your house. And now you realize, oh, damn, I got emotional whiplash. That's cold-blooded because a Pisces doesn't know oftentimes what kind of effect they have on others regarding this. And you wonder why people are so in love with you. And the minute you start to say things like, "Hey, I don't know anymore," then people just start to hate you. See? Now, when it comes to them getting that emotional whiplash, they feel like that because they try to figure out what changed. See, you don't get closure in this type of situation. People want to know that the answer as to why did you stop talking to me? Why did you change the situation? See, and they asking Pisces that, why Pisces? Why did you change the situation? Because they fantasize about how you made them feel, Pisces. See, now, secret number 5 I have, you guys, is having secret resentment that you never spoke on. It's cold-blooded. Because Pisces don't often listen, Pisces holds secrets. In case you didn't know, Pisces has more secrets than the damn secrets. Hey, the secrets itself, like no other. Okay. And a Pisces doesn't speak on anything that they feel because they are what? The masterminds. They are masters at controlling their emotions. Now, what's toxic about this is that Pisces can forgive too much at the same damn time. Talking and chewing bubblegum at the same damn time. See, so while Pisces is forgiving too much, guess what else they're doing? They don't forget nothing. Cold-blooded. It's like Pisces can tie their shoes, they could put some shoes on and tie their shoes, and then all of a sudden they're not wearing any shoes at all. See, that's doing two different things at once. But this is why Gemini can't They can't mess with us, Pisces. They can't. Because even if you are two things, even if you shapeshift in the mind, if a person could do two different things at once, that's like being what? That's like being consciously aware in your physical body as to what happens outside of yourself, but then also having control over the subconscious mind of everything that is happening internally, which is spiritually, see, which is connected to the spiritual. And guess what? Nobody can see it. And nobody can see what you are consciously aware of. It's cold-blooded. People don't know consciously what you're thinking about, what you're doing. And guess what? Their emotions are heavily invested. They want to know. They want to figure you out, Pisces, and they just can't do it. And this is what irks, this is what drives them crazy about you. Now, when you are able to forgive too much, and at the same time, you don't forget nothing, this is toxic. That lets you know your ass is not off the leash. Cause you're gonna be on the leash, and guess what? Even if I let you go run off, you still ain't going nowhere. So hey, it's just the Pisces can make you feel like you're free to go, but you're not going nowhere. Because in this asylum, hey, this is my yard. You see, you ain't going nowhere. You are still a prisoner to that Pisces. You still belong to that Pisces regardless what that Pisces does to you in the moment, or what that Pisces does for you in the moment. See, the Pisces hey, you cannot escape it. You know what's powerful and it's so funny at the same damn time? Nobody can hide like a Pisces. Nobody can hide from a Pisces. You get it? So that's why I said Pisces can do two different things at the same damn time. Pisces can sleep and a Pisces can talk. See? A Pisces can sleep, a Pisces can walk. A Pisces can do something that isn't supposed to happen. See, that's what you got. That's why I'm saying we're so dangerous, because a Pisces can be wide awake. It could be a ghost at the same damn time. See, and why is that? Because Pisces, they are fully aware of their surroundings and what's going on behind closed doors and what's going on outside. And Pisces is keeping watch and keeping an active eye, a third eye, open at all times. Don't never think of Pisces is not watching. Because if Martin Luther King Jr. didn't see that Pisces holding that sniper on that roof, do you think that anybody else saw that Pisces sniper on the roof? For anybody that doesn't know, Martin Luther King Jr. was killed by a Pisces. It's cold-blooded. And see, whatever Martin Luther King Jr. was doing, why do you think that Pisces killed Martin Luther King Jr.? It's cold-blooded. Because you wanna know something that a lot of people don't know about Martin Luther King Jr.? He was an advocate, right? He wanted to change the way the world operates. See, but what he wanted to do was change how the way the world is. But here's the thing. Remember, he was a Capricorn. See, Capricorn is all about what? Ambition, structure. So he was trying to build something that, hey, it wasn't supposed to be like that. Remember, I said at the beginning of this live, it is not good to call somebody out. You have to let karma do its thing. You have to let Mother Nature do its thing. You have to let some type of if it's a the word I'm looking for, if it's a catastrophe, if something just big just happens, let it happen on its own. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Martin Luther King Jr., do you really think what he envisioned, was it really a good thing? Or did he start something? See, a lot of people don't understand this, but he actually started some shit that was never supposed to be started. See, he tried to have two people fighting over something that doesn't make any sense. See, but it was a great distraction. See, that Pisces ended that cycle because you can't make somebody do something. You can't make somebody feel something that they don't want to feel. And listen, that is a choice in this world. No matter who you are, you're gonna live your life how you want. Did anything change since his speech or whatever his vision was? No, and it will never change. So people could have been fighting for nothing just because one influencer, see, Capricorn, capitalized off of it. And I'm gonna show y'all in the live and break it down blow for blow. From the head on down, I'm gonna break it down. Martin Luther King Jr. being a Capricorn, his moon, his rising, and I'm gonna show y'all. I know what I'm talking about. Because people went off of just the conscious mind of what was going on. Your eyes can deceive you. You can't believe everything you see on TV and everything you hear through history. See? Because somebody's always changing the narrative. You got to question things. You can't just say, oh, yeah, well, hey, we was in school in history. That's what they taught us. Okay. It's a lot of shit they didn't tell you. It's a lot of stuff they didn't tell you. But they can listen, the generational curse behind it is it can make you think of yourself differently. But you were born into this world. You didn't ask to be here. No one asked to be here on earth. No one asked to be born. So you have no control over how you look, where you came from, where you live. That's all an illusion. See? But what you can do is start something. You can start a war and at the same time not finish it. See? But Pisces on that roof, he stopped it. He stopped it. See, a lot of people, if he was still alive, could you imagine how bad things could have been? Telling you, anytime someone tries to start something and they go out of their way to do it, that's a motive. That's a motive at hand. Some people like to see people fighting over nothing. See? We think we got basketball and boxing and that type of stuff. Sometimes that's not enough. Some people love to see people go at it. And they'll start something stupid to do it. See? But you got to understand that sometimes they could be related to a government official. You don't know that. You got to be careful. Now, here's the thing. Let's going back to this. Okay, so let's say so doing two different things at once. But at the same time, if a Pisces don't speak on it, they don't speak on the secrets that they may have related to resentment, then what Pisces may do is store that resentment into an emotional file. See? Because every Pisces has a built-in emotional filing, like a filing cabinet. Okay. They have their own things that they keep put away that, hey, I might have to use it later, I might not have to, but I have it stored. See, in case I need to go back to it. Now, why is this? It's because at all costs, a Pisces will avoid confrontation. See, this is why Pisces has that emotional built-in file cabinet. But at the same time, this is why Pisces can absorb every small hurt. Because Pisces, every small hurt, Pisces takes that, stores it. See? So that resentment builds up. But at the same time, a Pisces won't call it out. It's cold-blooded. Won't call it out because it's a secret. A Pisces knows, hey, I don't want this to erupt yet. Now, an example is the fact that, hey, a Pisces might feel like, oh, you made a joke months ago. See, remember, until an opportune time, you might have forgot. But then that Pisces brings it up. See, but they bring it up at a certain time. They bring it up during a fight. It's cold-blooded. See, and they bring it up during a fight like it happened yesterday. See? That it's like the timing of the event, which a Pisces pays attention to, and that brings on that ending. See, that's why Pisces does it at a certain time. That's why Pisces is great at ending cycles. Now, at the same time, it's toxic, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the healing, it never happens because they never said anything when it mattered. See, that's the thing. That's the catch. Now, the next one that I have is number 6 is the fantasy over reality. See, now this is an escape for the Pisces though. Okay. Now remember I said Pisces can do two things at once because they're a dual sign. Fantasy over reality. Okay. The toxic thing about this is that a Pisces can run from reality through fantasy by dreaming, scrolling, sleeping, music, art, sex, spiritual escapes, and vice versa. So a Pisces can run from reality and come right back to it. So it's only when a Pisces feels that it's necessary. So why? And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because reality can feel too harsh. See, of a situation. It could be the hard truth, the hard pill to swallow about a situation. And sometimes that reality, it feels too harsh for that Pisces emotional nervous system. They might not be able to stomach it. So that's why they don't want to have no partake and nothing to do with it. Now, the example would be like this. If life is stressing a Pisces out, guess what? A Pisces will shut down. A Pisces will shut down in such a way, like, hey, Walmart's supposed to be open every day, and all of a sudden it's closed. That's how a Pisces will shut down, okay? Now, what would that Pisces be doing while all this is happening? Well, they'll be watching TV all day or sleep to avoid problems. How many of you Pisces out there, hey, when something going down, you be knocked out sleep, trying to sleep your problems away? But why is this toxic? Is because a Pisces can avoid responsibilities until everything hits them at once. See, that's why you can't do that. You have to take care of stuff. You have to communicate, because it will all come at you at the same time. See, if you don't handle it, doesn't mean just because you want to sleep through it, hey, doesn't mean it won't come back. See, or that it's gonna go somewhere else, because it's not. If you got bills, if you don't pay your bills, guess what? They're still there. You might not want to pay it this year, but hey, with collections, hey, they'll get their money in what, 2 years, 3 years, but it's not going nowhere. Now, number 7 that I have, you guys, a Pisces, going back to doing two things at once. A Pisces may test your loyalty instead of trusting you. See, because a Pisces can have their mind made up already that, hey, I'm not going to trust you, but I still want to test to see if you're loyal. See, a lot of people might be like, well, that's ass backwards, but it's not, because you got to understand, a Pisces is not looking at things in this reality. See, this is one reality of which you and I can have this conversation through this camera, right? That's one reality. A Pisces is not just thinking about one reality, one realistic way or view of seeing a situation. Now, the intuition connects to the spiritual. So Pisces is able to do both. They're able to be present and omnipresent. See? Because Pisces it's like their eyes are like cameras, okay? So they can see in different reality, different realistic views, see, that others can't. So that's why when a Pisces could be talking to you, it might sound like what they're saying is not making sense, but it makes sense at the same damn time, because there's a audience, there's a certain type of person built for it that actually understands what a Pisces is saying. But the people that don't understand, it's not for them. It's not for them. They will forever be lost, because that's what Pisces does. Pisces is the chameleon. So whenever there's danger, like with the whole thing, I know it's nonfiction when it comes to Typhoon and all that, and hey, with the whole story behind Pisces, where hey, it was two, what do they call them? It was like, I like to say the little babies, the born arrow, the whole story. But let me tell you something. Believe it or not, that's how Pisces can be, because a Pisces can be in one form, and all of a sudden they can change into something else, as if they are something else. So it's like, yeah, Pisces can be this person that on the outside looks like something, and then all of a sudden they can change into a whole different person. See, with a whole different identity, to where they're not talking or walking or acting the same as you saw them, doing two different things at once. See, to where your enemy doesn't recognize you, because you're not acting the same. And the people that try to control you and pin you there, you end up discovering they are your hidden enemies. Cold-blooded. Because it's not about the enemy because hey, it's not about the enemies that you can see. With Pisces, hidden enemies, the archons, the people that you don't know are there working against you. See, they full court pressing you, and you don't even know their names. But you know what? You know how Pisces knows that people are their hidden enemies? Because they try to control you, Pisces. Anytime someone tries to control you, they're your enemy. Because they do not allow the energy to what? Flow. It goes against the grain. See, because Pisces knows when the current changes because the energy shifts. So if my energy is peaceful and all of a sudden it's not peaceful anymore, that means I'm around a hidden enemy because the flow is not there anymore. It's cold-blooded, man. Use your intuition. Stop, stop, stop thinking you're normal, Pisces. Stop thinking like you like everybody else. See? Because that's the thing. You have the gift. You know. See? You know it logically and you can feel it. But if you practically apply it, you will pass the test. See? For a lifetime. It's a reason why you're not logic, or the reason why you're not logical, or the reason you don't use logic is because you already have it. You just use it when it's necessary. Some people use it 24/7. See? And that doesn't mean that you're not logical. It's just that you are a genius. You could do it all. Omnipresent. See? You could do it all. That's why people say, well, then you sound like you on cloud nine and you sound like this. Look, if people fantasize, about my energy, come on now. Hey, if people fantasize about my energy, I don't have to smoke weed. People already act like when they're around me, they act like they're consumed by something. Come on now. You are the drug. You don't have to do it. I don't have to smoke it, but I am the drug at the same damn time. Get it? That shit go together. That's Pisces doing two different things at the same damn time. Where it won't make sense, it makes sense. See? It makes sense because you can see it. You can feel it. Then all of a sudden, you start saying, hey, well, where all this? I got 50 cents. And that's when you be able to grasp it because you're like, wait a minute. It didn't make sense, but now I have sense in so many different ways because I'm omnipresent. Now, why would Pisces test your loyalty when they already made their mind up that they are not going to trust you? It's cold-blooded. See? Because that cuts the control off. And I'm going to tell you, Pisces is going to secretly test people instead of communicating their fears. It's not the fear that they're afraid. It's just the fact that I can't let you control me. The more you know about me gives you that leverage because the emotions are an energy. And if people are able to get my energy as they fascinate about it at the same damn time, then I wouldn't be a true Pisces. Because no one can figure me out like I figure myself out. Hey, no one can figure me out because, listen, you think a lot of Pisces know everything about them? No. But this is the funniest thing is that a lot of Pisces have an epiphany about the things that they didn't know that they had. They probably didn't know they were good at something until the enemy showed them. The hidden enemy. But you gotta understand, the hidden enemy comes with two motives, two objectives. is to show you something that you must do, which could be related to your purpose or your destiny, however you want to put it. And the minute, and at that very minute, they're trying to destroy you so you don't get it. See, it's like they come to give you the ball, so you, hey, here's your purpose, but I want to take you out at the same time because I don't want you to get it. Because if you get it, oh hell. See, if you get it, then you're going to be 2 times more powerful than you are right now. See, now, and I'm gonna tell you, it's the energy, you guys, because no matter what emotion that you apply that energy to, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys why. What Pisces is more concerned about when it comes to the fear, anything that they may fear, I'm gonna tell you, is the betrayal. See, why would it be, but why would it be betrayal? Because in order for you to betray me, that was the very reason why I said I'm not going to trust you. See, because if I trust you, then I'm giving you control. See, to hurt me. I'm giving you control. I'm giving you the green light. I'm giving you the ammunition to hurt me. So why would I hurt myself by trusting you? It's cold-blooded. See, Pisces knows the power in trusting someone. See, but at the same time, loyalty, I could actually play with that. See, I could actually use that, but I could have secretly stored within the emotional file in my file cabinet that's built inside of me. Hey, I don't trust you and I never will. So it doesn't matter how loyal you are. But I want to see how loyal you are just in case that I might have to pull that emotional file. See, because a Pisces can pull that emotion at any time. It's cold-blooded. And see, an example is the fact that a Pisces can act distant to see if you'll chase. It's cold-blooded. See, because a Pisces is not going to allow you to betray them or abandon them. See, so a Pisces can love bomb you and pull back and see if you'll chase them. See, is it worth you chasing me if I distance myself from you? Will you actually miss what you had? Because guess what? If you come back running, then a Pisces will say, hey, there's some loyalty to this person, even though I said that I will not trust them either way. See? Now, what I'm saying here is the fact that this is toxic, okay? I'm going to get to that. But here's the thing. There's 3 things that a Pisces will do. First, they'll act distant to see if you'll chase, to test your loyalty. That's the first one. 2, ignore your text messages, your DMs, to see your reaction. Number 3 is a Pisces can assume the worst before giving you a chance. See, all 3 of these things show the other person that a Pisces, hey, has mastered their emotions to even be doing this in the first place. How can how can someone test your loyalty if they didn't have their emotions in check in the first place? So if Pisces knows the test in itself and has always passed it, because they did one thing. The true answer and how they passed each one of these, guess how it's done? By not trusting. See? Because you can't go back and forth if you let someone else into the situation. You could do everything that I said, distance yourself to see if a person will chase. But if you just say I trust somebody wholeheartedly, I trust you, man. Do you think that any of this loyalty stuff about coming back, what would give them a reason to? It's cold-blooded. See? When people have trust, when you give someone trust, you're giving them control. It's cold-blooded. See? That's why I say it's power in being the victim, because the victim always wins. Why do you think the victim is sitting instead of standing? See? Because everybody comes to him. See? Even though the illusion is that he's in a humble place because he's sitting down instead of standing up. But because he refuses to. It's cold-blooded. So that's why I say if you're passive, you're still resisting. It's cold-blooded. That's why do you think the police officer says stop resisting? It's cold-blooded. Because he wants to control you. That's why a Pisces will never be in a situation where there's no options. Because we're all creative. A Pisces will be the one to escape those handcuffs. Because you can't control. A Pisces has so omnipresent. Pisces will have a way to get out of those handcuffs in such a way that you never expected or thought. You might have thought it was impossible. Telling you. Now, the thing about it is, Pisces will make you think you have control when you don't. When you never did. You want to know why? You want to know how a Pisces can make you think you were in control? Because you fantasize with their energy. You played in it. But here's the thing. A Pisces already made their mind up that they're never going to trust you. So they never let you in. See? You opened up emotionally, so you thought you were in control because I kept giving you the energy. It's cold-blooded. See? That's why people say the emotions, what does emotion mean? What does it stand for? It's energy in motion. How can you have the power when you're adding to it? See, the motion, it doesn't move without the energy. So if Pisces masters their emotions, who do you think is in the motion? See, who do you think is in emotion? And just because they're in the motion, who's controlling it? The Pisces. Controlling you with emotions, but then people think emotions are, oh, you being a crybaby and all this stuff. No, those are the effects. Those are the aesthetics. So you can go buy a new phone and think that phone is worth something, and the parts was only like $5 to $10. It was cheap. You assume through the aesthetics that it was worth something. You fell for the illusion. See, the illusion is done on purpose. Because how you look at energy, you don't know whether you're seeing the light or not. Just because the window's open, do you think that you could just go and walk straight without falling? See, just because it look good don't mean that you should do it. It's cold-blooded. That's why a lot of people get caught up in the trap. They get baited. Just because it looked good, they trusted it. Just because it sounded good, they trusted it. Just because it seemed like a good deal, they trusted it. You see how much power you give when you trust? That's why Pisces doesn't trust automatically. Cold-blooded. It's cold-blooded. Pisces understands that I will never give my trust away to anybody because I'm sitting on the victim throne and this is my seat. Why would you give your trust away? Because guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen when you give your power away? When you give your power away, you're going to get betrayed, and that person is going to have their foot on your neck. So it won't be any chasing because there's nothing to chase when a person already has control. It's cold-blooded. See, I'm telling you guys, like, I can't make this up. This is life. Now, the toxic thing about this though is the fact that the toxic thing about this is the fact that testing one's loyalty and not trusting them, because the illusion is the person thinks that they will win you over someday, somehow. And they don't know the truth is you'll never trust them. That's cold-blooded. That's what I said. Pisces is always doing two things at once. It's not, you can't see it. See? You know why you can't see it? Because you don't know what to look for. It's cold-blooded. It's cold-blooded, man. It's like you assume that you're going to get something else when you meet Pisces, man. You assume, but what you don't see is the illusion. Because a Pisces is omnipresent. Neptune protects Pisces, okay, in such a way that where this illusion that people see, they think that, oh, this looks good. This feels good. Let me get comfortable here. But why would they feel like that? Why would they feel like that? Because they think they're safe. It's cold-blooded. Because the Pisces made you feel safe in it. You fantasized in it. A Pisces never said it was something for you to fantasize in. See, but what you think is that a Pisces will go along with something. But Pisces never trusted you. Why would a Pisces go along with what your agenda? Why would a Pisces go along with what you want to do? Because Pisces will always do what? The opposite. See? A Pisces will always do the opposite. That's why you can't control a Pisces. Because if you try to control a Pisces by trying to lead the situation, a Pisces will always escape. Because Pisces doesn't even want to make you think that they trust you. Because you will never even you won't have the power or feel like you have the power. Pisces will keep you guessing to where, hey, a Pisces will keep you guessing to see if you actually have it. Where do you stand? See, but you might say, well, hey, where do I stand with this Pisces? Do they trust me? Hey, because I feel good around them. Little do you know, the Pisces doesn't even trust you. Never will. See? Now, The toxic thing, like I said, it turns relationships into emotional survival instead of a emotional connection. You cannot have an emotional connection if you do not trust that person, because it won't be any control at that point if we merge, because we become one. It's cold-blooded. That's why Pisces will oftentimes rather be married than to just be, oh, friends with benefits, something that, hey, that doesn't define anything. See, but if we merge and become one, then guess what? Then I trust you because, hey, we're one. See that? Because if we're separate, then I got to do two things at once. See? And I'm hoping y'all would do two things at once. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.